So welcome back to Gumardee's Coins and Banknotes, and today we are continuing on with Paraguayan coins, and we have the series from 1990 to 2005. So between 1975 and 1990, these four coins that you see in front of you are the coins that were in circulation in Paraguay. Although inflation in the time period had been quite high, I don't have information on the exchange rate in the 90s, but it would have been equivalent to... So there are many reasons why this currency does fall in value. At the time period, Brazil and Argentina, two neighbouring currencies, as well as Uruguay and Bolivia, and even Chile, their currencies are very unstable and suffer from massive devaluations, which would have made the Paraguayan exports too expensive. So one pressure would have been to devalue the currency. There was a debt, but it doesn't seem to have gone over 20%. Although this is from an article from University of Chicago. A lot of it is pretty technical, so I won't go into any details. We'll just talk about the coins from here on. And inflation in 1989 was about 44%, but by 2005 it dropped to 8%. So even though it's quite high for South America, it's actually, at the time period, it's fairly low. And since the 1990s, most countries in South America have had stable currencies except for Argentina. Okay, so let's get into the actual coins. And what we have, in 1990, they issued two coins. So they issued a smaller 10 guarani, and they issued a high denomination of 100 guarani. So I'll put that up there. So they're the two coins that were issued in 1990. And while these larger 10 guarani in steel would have still been in circulation, probably would have rapidly disappeared, so we'll take that away. Okay, the next coins that were issued. Okay, so the 100 guaranis, the 1990 is 3mm. The 1993 is 1.85 millimeters, and as you can see, they're rated because they're nickel brass, which is a softer metal than steel, so it allows for reading to be put on the coins. And the last coin they issued was a 500 guaranis in 1997. So basically, in 1990, you would have had these coins in circulation, and from 1990 to 1997, they rapidly changed their coins to include these nickel brass or brass plated steel coins in circulation. So all these coins were demonetized in 2014. The 1 guarani is 1.5 grams, 15 millimeters. The 5 is 2 grams and 17 millimeters. The 10 is 2.8 grams. Reduced to 2.7 grams and 19.5 millimeters. The 50 is 3.8 grams, 21.8 millimeters, so pretty much 22 millimeters. The 100, 10.5 grams, reduced to 5.5 grams, but it's always been 24 millimeters in diameter. And the 500 is 27 millimeters in diameter and 7.8 grams, even when they change it. It's always been a brass plate still, so they never change it from nickel brass. Okay, so the 1 guarani still had the soybean, and on the other side it still had the Paraguayan soldier, so they didn't change that. And the mintage for the 1 guarani is 5 million, so really this one, $1 or $2 shouldn't cost more than that. And if you do, then make sure you get the whole set with it. The 5 guaranis had the cotton plant, and as you can see, it has doubling and it was minted in Chile. So doubling on coins is quite common around the world. And on the other side we have the woman, or say the Paraguayan woman, and the mintage for this coin is 15 million. So really fairly common coin. The population of Paraguay at the time, if I can need to find the demographics. So in 1990 the population was 4.2 million. In 2000 it was 5.3, so gone up by over a million, and currently it's 7.13 into 2020, and that should be roughly about 7.5 million. So the population is increasing quite substantially. So the 10 Guarani, this one has the cow, and on the other side you can see there's a coin rotated. 1990 had a mintage of 40 million, minted in the UK, and it has Mr. Gare. Then we have the brass plated steel, minted in 1996, 20 million, so minted in Chile. So these are pretty common coins. So the 50 Guaranis, this one has the Acaray Dam, and on the other side we have Mr. Esticariba, so the hero from the Chaco's War. Has a mintage for 1992, 35 million. This one's the brush plated steel. There's a mintage of 495, 25 million. For 1998, 22 million. For 2005, when they changed the coins over, mintage of 10 million. So this would have circulated along with the reduced aluminium sized coin. So the 100 Guaranis has the ruins of Humaita, which was a large fortress during the Paraguayan War, or the War, the Triple Alliance, whichever one you want to say, and it was destroyed after the war, although it was captured in 1868. But it was a major obstacle to Argentine and Brazilian forces heading towards the capital, Asuncion. So the 1990 had a mintage of 35 million, minted in the UK. This one is 1996, which is a reduced size, and it has Mr. Diaz, who was a general during the War of the Triple Alliance, or Paraguayan War, and he actually won, what battle was it? The Battle of Puacati, which he defeated the combined forces of Argentina and Brazil, and it's one of the major victories of the Paraguayan War for the Paraguayans. So 1996 had a mintage of 30 million, so 93, 35 million, 1995, 10 million, and 93 to 96 minted in Chile, 2004, 2005 minted in Canada, with 30 million and 25 million respectively. So really you should be able to buy this coin for $1 or $2. And I see there's a whole set for sale. It's a mixture of the demonetized and the current coins for $15. So really, I wouldn't pay more than $5 for this coin. Then we have the 500 Guaranis. So here we have the 1997, and also 1997 they issued one with 500. But the key date you want for this is the 1997 with the denomination down below. And as you can see, they put Guaranis up the top, Central Bank of Paraguay down below. This one is reverse. So this one was minted in Australia, Royal Australian Mint. This one, the 98 and 2002 minted in the UK, and 2005 should I say is minted in Canada. So if you want to know the mintage figures, we have 20 million for this one, and it has the central bank building on the front. And for this coin, we have 1997. We don't have any mintage figures, but it is a key date and pretty scarce to rare. So I would say it's a trial coin. We have probably not minted in Australia. 98 we have 15 million, 2002 15 million, and 2005 5 million. So this one is 2002 15 million, minted in the UK. And as you can see, it has Mr. Caballero, and he was a general in the War of the Triple Alliance, but he actually survived the war. He became president in 1880 to 86, and also he founded the Colorado Party, which is the current governing body in Paraguay. Okay, so that's basically all these coins have people currently who are popular in one of the wars that Paraguay has actually been in. And another feature down on this coin is down below we have the denomination Porsa Guarani in the actual Guarani language, which is also an official language of Paraguay. Okay, so now we look at the sides. So all these coins are rated. So this one will be coarse, sort of 1. Probably moderate, 45. The 10, pretty coarse. Fine for the 100 Guaranis, which are these two here. Oh no, that's a 50. 100 is there. So then we got 500, which is also fine. So all of these coins have reading. If they don't have reading and they're uncirculated, it's probably an error coin. And also, basically the only other key date you're going to find is the 1997 with the 500 on the front of the coin. Anyway, hope this helps you with your Paraguayan coins. So basically from 1997 to 2005, these are the coins you're going to be used in circulation. And in 2014, these were demonetized, but they are pretty cheap. The 1 to 50, really $1 or $2, should be able to pick up a good coin. But the 500 and the 100, probably up to $5 in uncirculated grade. But because of the high mintage, it shouldn't be hard to get. Anyway, hope this helps you with your Paraguayan coin collection. Let me know which is your favourite denomination, or which series of Paraguayan coins is your favourite. Mine is the 1975 to the 1988 coin series. Thank you very much. Have an awesome coin banknote collecting time, and take care.